coming at you from Seattle. Let's talk about it.
You know, I told you I had something pretty special here.
You got something pretty special here.
I do, and you know what? It's not actually at loudmouthnews.com.
What?
Wow, a man going off the beaten path. Are you allowed to do that? Or are you just going to?
It's actually at a different website called CannabisStocksNews.com.
Ooh.
And you know what's so special?
Us.
You and me, but mostly me.
Look at that.
I'm looking.
Look at that. Cannabis Stocks News has picked up Loudmouth News, our Loudmouth News feed front and center on the front page.
That's kind of cool.
Cannabis Stocks News, what these guys do is they aggregate like all the news specifically related to stocks. So like even in our business section, it can be in all kinds of business, but this is just about cannabis stocks.
I'm looking at it. I'm thinking it's all about us.
I'm kind of a big deal.
And now somebody's picked up on that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they got some pretty sizable advertisers here too. They got the Baristas Coffee, you know, those guys with the CBD coffee.
Yeah, we talked about that last segment.
They were at the Super Bowl and advertising their first CBD company ever to do that.
And it was part of Product Time.
They were part of Product Time.
Yeah, I learned a lot about CBD and CBD coffee.
They were at the Grammys, and then they advertise. You see them advertising.
Extra, read all about it.
Barista Coffee coming at you from Seattle.
It is from Seattle.
Yes, it is.
They are from Seattle.
What else you got going on here? That's kind of cool, folks. You can check it out yourself. Name that website one more time.
CannabisStocksNews.com.
And there you have it.
Oh, here you go.
Changing the face of cannabis ownership, a 6-point plan for black equity in the industry.
What do you mean by black equity?
Home loan, escrow, refinancing.
You know, my assumption is that they're really not into the dispensary thing. I don't think Snoop Dogg or anybody with wealth has a dispensary. What's point number one?
So you're gonna
you have to be a minority?
You're gonna love this. The guy's name, Oakland, California here. His name is Tucky Blunt.
Elaine, I'll be blunt. I'm burnt out. I'm fried.
And that's funny.
It is funny. Tucky Blunt, well, see, he was arrested 15 years ago for an $80 marijuana sale. Ended up changing the trajectory of his life. He was slapped with a 10-year felony.
Wow, I thought you were going to say Tucky Blunt got arrested for being Tucky Blunt. That name should be illegal.
10-year felony. Years later, the 39-year-old turned the lemons into lemonade. Now is capitalizing off the same product that led to his arrest, opening his own marijuana dispensary dubbed Blunts and More. His partner must be Moore.
My name is Moore. Roger Moore.
Okay, well, that's fine. He got arrested years ago and it was illegal and he had probation. And
for me, that wouldn't be point number one, or for any black person. This is the story of how to become a black owner of a marijuana dispensary.
For many people like Blunt and others living in black communities throughout the country, selling marijuana was utilized as a means of survival. But
that's right. That's part of the black market.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Okay, enough of the levity. Let's get serious. There's an actual 6-point plan for black equity in marijuana dispensaries, and you can find that story on Loudmouth News. So point number one.
It has to do with like the equity of the applicants, the funding, tax
so
revenue.
you have to be a minority.
Right, you gotta have money,
and you have to be black.
This says vacate convictions, like you can't actually have like
a conviction for.
I thought it said vaccinate convicts.
The jail's in the process of vaccinating the thousands of inmates here.
So they say you have to have equity incubators. So basically, you have to mentor groups, et cetera, to help cultivate and teach people and help them along the way.
Point number 6.
The leveling period.
What does that mean?
It means there has to be at least a 3-year period of exclusive licensing, which basically you can't lose your license for some period of time.
It's an awareness thing, but then again, it's the black-white thing. Always the black-white thing. It's never the white-Asian thing or the Mexican-black thing.
I don't know. I mean, you can.
I don't know either.
That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They try to divide the rest of the people. Things that make us different from one another.
So I don't understand this because it says that online marijuana sales is a burgeoning market in North America, but you can't really mail out marijuana products.
That's not true, is it?
Nearly 90 pounds of pot shipped to a Port Charlotte music store.
The North American e-commerce market for marijuana products is gaining momentum.
So why don't we get our research staff, because I talk about our research staff a lot, why don't we get them to order a bunch of marijuana and we'll bring it into the studio here and we'll look at the packaging and use that as a future segment.
Order it online?
Yeah.
Well, sending marijuana through the mail, it's illegal in the United States, even for medical purposes. In Canada, medical marijuana has been sold online in Canada and delivered by the Canada Postal Service since like 2013.
I've just ordered my first box of marijuana. It's just come in the mail from Canada Post.
Is that true? Well, I said that earlier. That is true, and it's on Loudmouth News, and you can check it out if you don't believe me.
Late last year, the Canadian government legalized the purchase of up to 30 grams of recreational marijuana, and they will deliver it to you with the post office.
So you could order like from the Omaha Steak Company and then order a bunch of marijuana while you're at it, and then order a bunch of groceries, and then order a bunch of other drugs.
Yeah, you could get candy. Chelsea Handler. Do you know Chelsea Handler?
Oh, Chelsea Handler, yes. Yeah, my girl reads all of Chelsea Handler's books.
I didn't know she wrote books, but she's funny as hell in her show.
Yeah, she's a writer.
Chelsea Handler invests in cannabis content company Civilized.
I like marijuana now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the name of the company is
Civilized. And
yeah.
she is definitely civilized.
Yeah, a month after announcing plans to enter the retail cannabis space, comedian Chelsea Handler took another step in the cannabis industry and invested in cannabis-focused content company and lifestyle brand Civilized.
You know, back in the Willie Nelson days, like, oh, Willie Nelson has a strain of, Monica Lewinsky has a strain of marijuana.
Yeah, she had one, but she blew it.
Funny. And then there's a former Speaker of the House, John Boehner. He's got like these seminars. He's coming to your city real soon and show you how to become a millionaire investing in marijuana stocks.
Yeah, but when you see somebody like Willie Nelson or a Snoop Dogg or somebody...
Right, no one's surprised anymore.
No, not with them. You're not surprised you weren't in the first place. But now that you see Chelsea Handler or... Bam, Joe Montana, $75 million investment into the marijuana space.
That's surprising. You just made that up, though.
No, I did not.
Wow.
Joe Montana. It's right here on Loudmouth News.
Joe Montana, the 4-time Super Bowl NFL quarterback. So what name would surprise you that it would invest in the marijuana industry?
Jeff Sessions.
Humbug. That would be surprising.
NFL Hall of Famer Joe Montana makes big marijuana investment.
There's the headline right there, folks.
He's actually talked about how CBD is something that he uses in his personal life to deal with his pain and things that he gets as a result of playing at that level in the league.
He played a lot of years, and he should be in a lot of pain because I've watched him a lot.
Yeah, and he played fairly late into his career.
Yes, he
ended
did.
Up in Kansas City, I guess.
63 years old or something before he retired.
63 years. He's not 63 now. The hemp CBD infused product market is projected to triple by 2022.
I want in. That's simple. I want in. Everybody wants to make money. I think that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's not about love. It's about money. Let's make some money.
I love the bucks, the marks, the yens, the francs, and the pounds. I love money.
A recent article in Forbes added, with CBD sales in the U.S. expected to reach $22 billion by 2022.
Yeah, 3 years from now.
Yeah, did not make that up. $22 billion by 2022, as projected by cannabis market research company Congress.
So you divide that by maybe 122 million people not even that many, maybe 50 million people that invest in the marijuana industry. That's still a big piece. That's huge.
Huge amount of money.
The article continued that 2018 was the year CBD was on everybody's lips.
Just like Loudmouth News.
Yep.
Forbes is still into corporations you need to pay attention to. I don't think that's what they call it.
Forbes is the long-standing authority on investing.
Right. And now Forbes has these features. Their magazine, is it bi-weekly or monthly? What is it?
It's a monthly publication.
It's a monthly publication.
Plus online.
And then I think that every month there's going to be a story on marijuana investing from this point forward when it comes to Forbes magazine. I don't think they can publish an issue that doesn't have anything to do with marijuana. I just don't think that's going to happen now.
Smoke weed? You're part of a multi-billion-dollar market.
Loudmouth News is celebrating.
What?
It says Loudmouth News is doing all sorts of new and exciting episodes. Be sure to check out their latest at loudmouthnews.com.
Oh, that's not on our website. That's on somebody else's who says that.
Forbes Magazine, pal. Forbes Magazine.
They're talking about us.
You talking to me? Well, then who the hell else are you talking? You talking to me?
That guy over there, this guy right here, me, moi, that over there. Really?
Yeah. Vapor companies that really came out big back in the day, vapor brands, publicly traded under VAPR, kind of just went away for a while, but they're back, and they're back big with a vape pen that contains a special blend of CBD. It doesn't get you high. It's just you can get it anywhere in the country. I mean, you can
because of the federal mandate, and so now we have a CBD pen that you can smoke.
Yeah, they actually just call the thing VAPR, vapor.
To all you vapists out there smoking electronic cigarettes trying to be cool.
You know, my first thought with the CBD thing and the federal government mandating, that was the last thing I thought it was going to be. The CBD would be in a form of like in coffee or a lozenges or something chewable, not to smoke. That's innovative.
So, but I mean, Vapor, they were one of the companies that really brought vape to the public eye.
Right. So you can have a cup of barista coffee infused with CBD while you're smoking your vape pen.
They'd never done anything with CBD before. Like I say, I mean, now the company's back.
I'm back.
They're back in a big way.
Okay, they're back from where? From obscurity?
Essentially, yeah. They pretty much just dropped off the face of the earth like like Breezin or Vans.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm just talking about, brands that were out. Like Breezin was a big brand. Members Only was a big brand. Vans was a big brand with the shoes. All three back in a big way now. You've got vapor brands coming back into the vape business with their CBD product and leveraging all of that known branding.
Well, everybody's back getting into the market. I wonder who's going to rise to the top.
This has been a Loudmouth News Break. If you want to hear everything going on in the cannabis industry, then turn into loudmouthnews.com. Let's talk about it.
This episode of Loudmouth News has been brought to you by Canna Broadcast Media, mainstream media access for the cannabis industry. CannaBroadcastMedia.com.